Good afternoon. It is Monday to start off the second week of August, and it is also that makes it the Monday following a non-farm payroll report, which was last Friday, and it has been that kind of day. It was just really a little up, a little down, and not much. There's the closing bell. There's not much to it today, but I think I've got an idea for us to start the week, and it is this. The weekly open, 41.50. Weekly pivot, the low of last night, the low of today, clearly appears the over-under 41.33. That's what we're going to make our over-under. Call it, 33, whatever. 41.33. There's our over-under. If bearish, then this is where, below here, i.e. tomorrow, this thing rolls and starts to break today's low and starts to come in, then we target the Fed day high right there was 40.42 with the close at like 40.20, so it'd be 40.40 and 40.20 would be the targets. So basically, let me just split the difference and say bearish target 40.30. All right, you see why. It's that Fed day Wednesday high. The low of anything that's been able to pull back since then was to test the next day Thursday's high. So we haven't been back to test this Fed day trade. So anyway, at the end of the day, here's the deal. It'd be 40.30 target for the bears, and that starts with breach of the 41.33s up here. Okay, now should this hold and continue to trade higher, well then take you over here and show you the quant targets for this week. 42.40 is your target right there. That's also weekly balance from back here in some of this trade that I've tried to illustrate for us on the daily chart, where I'm going to go get rid of all the studies just to clean it up to where we don't have to worry about a bunch of lines all over the chart. See what we were doing, trading down through May and June in here. Started trading in a range here, broke below, puts in a range down here, come back up, puts in a range up here. Well, we know that the balance for all of this trade from May 27th through 6/8 was like 41.24 or something like that, I believe, if I remember right. Well, that's just like balance back here in this upper block of trade. This guy up here, so we profile it, and we've got 42.40. One last thing you can do to also kind of see what's going on is drop a fib from the top all the way down to the bottom of the move there in June lows. And you'll see that we've made it back to a 382 retrace of all of from the high from the year, beginning of the year, end of last year, beginning of this year, all the way to the lows, which at which point we were down 20%, etc. We got a 382 retrace, and what's right up there at half back, but our balance and quant level for this week and bull target. That's the one that I prefer. That's my lean, is this one. But it can go either way, and we've got CPI and PPI this week, Wednesday and Thursday, and that's where the big decisions are going to be made, because the Fed's got a dual mandate, and that's full employment and inflation kind of temper control as best possible. Well, they got the inflation part of it. They got the jobs part of it. Clearly under wraps with the The non-farm payroll report that we had late last week, my goodness, tacked on 500 something thousand, double what was expected. Unemployment ticked down to 3.5. I mean, that part they've got a lock on. So we're gonna focus efforts on the inflation part of the two-part mandate, and we're going to learn more about that this week, Wednesday, Thursday, with CPI PPI. So that's where the big move this week, I think, is in Wednesday, Thursday, and it'll be big up or big down. It could go either way, but what I prefer is the 42-40 targets up here. And what I'm going to try to do to get that done is on any kind of break, I'm going to be pricing out some 42-40 August 12 SPX call butterflies up here for their, and if you want, you can do them on both sides. I mean, you could throw one down here at 40-30 also. That'd be cheap on both sides. One of them's going to pay big. But what I think I'm going to really kind of focus on is on a break, trying to get the better price on the preferred, which is the 42-40 target up here. And then from there, we'll meet again, and we're going to talk. I think we're going to be talking about the big bad bear story from up there for a lot lower. So that's it. That's what I got. Good trade. Nice evening. Look forward to catching back up with you again on Wednesday for the midweek update.
Without simpler trading, I could not have financial independence.
This is one of the best investments I ever made in my life.
It's helping me find consistency.
It's one of the things that won me